his own house would inherit the wind. And you can also put it articulately and put it, he that troubleth another's house would inherit what? The wind. You cannot hold the wind. You have no inheritance there. You don't have any. Do you understand me? I know that single ladies here. Listen, God has a plan. You get married to your own husband. You don't have to be a side chick. You have brought down your standard. Do you understand? You are trying to fast track when God already gave you supernatural track. Do you understand? That's the way it works. And a man, you cannot afford to be a gigolo. You cannot be a sugar boy. Your destiny is being thwarted. That's what some of you don't know. Money can fail. Genesis 47:15, the Bible said there was a time in Egypt when money failed. Money can fail. Money can fail, but God never fails. I said God never fails. I said God never fails. Maybe in its category, unfortunately, maybe you had a separation. But that's not the end of life. Faith works. I said this thing works. I said this thing works. All you need is a word from God. If you have a word for God for that your relationship, you will make it work. All you do is you lock your door. Stop all those WhatsApp, all those media life, all those Instagram life. I told them in church, many people get into depression for other people. Do you know people go to hotels to take pictures? Do you know? Do you know? And you think it's their home, so you're already getting depressed. Developing high blood pressure. So, God has good plans for us. I said God has good plans for us. I love the Knox translation of Jeremiah 29:11. I read one of Reverend Sam's books, so that's where I saw it. He said, I have not lost, that's Jeremiah 29:11. He quoted the Knox translation. Knox is Knox. I have not lost sight of my plans for you. It is your well-being I have in mind, not your undoing. For you too, I have a future and a hope. So God has a future and a hope for you. Divorce is not the end of a lifestyle. Oh, come on. Do you understand? It just shows that side of the story is over. I've seen people that say that it's not a plague. Things might go wrong due to irreconcilable. That's what it works. Please let me face what I came here for. Acts chapter 20. Acts chapter 20. Quickly. I know God just choo-choo. He gave me examples. So I'm following as he gave me. Glory to God. Thank you. Acts chapter 20, quickly. First from the New King James, quickly. Acts 20. Wale. Who's there? Be fast. Okay. Acts chapter 20, verse 32. Quickly, please, my time. So now, brethren, I commend you to God and to the word of his grace, which is able to build you up and give you an inheritance among those who are sanctified. The word commend them means to entrust for in care or for preservation, to turn over to put in care or in another's hands or custody. Now from the Message. I know you guys take it as closing charge, but I just want to show you something there. It said, now I'm turning you over to God. Turning over to God, that means now I'm committing you right in God's hands. Paul had said series of things before now. There were people that were trying to sway the truth amongst them. And he told them how I've told you publicly and from house to house. And I've done everything I need to do. But now I'm bound in my spirit. I do not know what will befall me. But now he was talking to the brethren. He said, now, brethren, I'm turning you over to God. To turn over to God is to commit to the care of God. Most mothers do this. They would tell you when a child is going to school, you say, well, I leave you what? In God's hands. And if you're a mother, you don't pray for your child, it's disaster. Study prove it that the Hebrew women, as their children begin to grow every day, they will speak God's blessing on those children. Remember Numbers chapter 6 verse 24, when God told Aaron how to bless the children of Israel, saying, may the Lord bless and the Lord keep you. That might be part of it. But from study, they said the Hebrew women daily would pray on their children, would confer the words of the blessing. It can be such as, may the Lord bless and the Lord keep you. May the Lord be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. So those children are being prayed for every day, which is what every mother should do. Do you understand? You don't just send a child away. Do you understand? Expect everything will be okay. Our lives are made